After a year of remote learning, children are finally returning to in-class instruction. On average, 2 students per classroom will have food allergies, though, so some additional planning and preparation is really necessary to prepare the classrooms. Here with advice on what families, students, and school staff can do to prepare for the upcoming school year and ensure that children with life-threatening allergies are kept safe at school is Kelly Barlow, registered nurse and spokesperson for Cleo. And good morning, Kelly.
Good morning.
So nice to have you. And, you know, I know we're excited here in Palm Springs. I think by the end of this week, all of our school districts will be back in session in the classrooms, and everyone's excited for that. But, of course, there are so many things we have to consider. What are some good tips for parents to know when preparing their kids to get back to class?
Yeah, so when we're talking about students coming back into the classroom, we know that school districts have done a really great job of implementing a lot of new safety protocols and mitigation strategies, but we really need to also focus on some of those things that are coming back into the classroom, like food allergies. So it's really important that families are connecting with their physician to ensure that their anaphylaxis emergency care plans are up to date and that they get that epinephrine auto-injector refill.
Yes, and I was really surprised to hear that 25% of all schools don't have a school nurse on staff, of course. There's so many things that are being cut back financially in the school districts. But how can the schools individually prepare for those emergencies, should there be one with allergies?
Yeah, so it's really important on the school's end to make sure that they have trained individuals on how to administer epinephrine auto-injectors, and then also to be aware of different types of food allergy reactions. On the other side of it, what parents can do is to contact their school to find out who manages their child's life-threatening food allergies while they're in the school building. Again, it may not be a nurse, so they want to make sure that they know who that individual is to make sure that that person has a copy of that anaphylaxis care plan, and then also knows what type of epinephrine auto-injector that child has and how to use it.
That's so important. And what are some resources for families that do have children with food allergies?
So you can find a lot of different resources at ovq.com, but when we're looking at different types of epinephrine auto-injectors, it's really important to work with your physician to find out which epinephrine auto-injector is best for that child and that family. There's a great one that's really useful in a school, which is called the Ovq Epinephrine auto-injector. It has a voice instruction system so that once the individual opens it up, it'll begin to use voice cues to tell the individual exactly what to do and how to administer that epinephrine should the student need it.
That's so good to know. And another statistic, 1 in 4 children will have food allergies. So what are the most common food allergies that you're finding?
So a lot of people do know about the peanut and tree nut food allergies, but other more common ones that are not as publicized as the peanuts and tree nuts are cow's milk, eggs, wheat, soy, fish, and even shellfish.
Well, that's so good to know. And I know, Kelly, you wish all the students a good school year ahead. I know being a school nurse, of course, that's uppermost in your job description, is to make sure that the kids feel safe and know that they're taken well care of. So where can our viewers go for more information should they have questions about food allergies and what treatments?
Sure, so they can go to their physician's office to ask all the questions that they may have, but you can also go to ovq.com to learn more about food allergies, the Ovq Epinephrine auto-injector, and they have some sample templates for the emergency anaphylaxis care plans.
Oh, great. Samples to boot. That sounds good. Well, thanks so much, Kelly, for all the information, and you have a great school year, too.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for all you do. Appreciate it.